Yo, you, yes you, if you don't smash that like button in the next 8 seconds, you will stand on a Lego every day, forever. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the channel. We've got another Apex Legends video here for you, because this is a great example of what I was saying in yesterday's video. The fact that if you play this game solo, yeah, it's very, very challenging. So you've got a game here. I'm the only person left on my team. Both my teammates got downed, you know, near enough at the start of the game. I picked up the, God, not the tags, but the recovery banner. And they both decided to leave because they were in a party and they just wanted to come and play another game, essentially. And then that left me in this position on my own. 5 squad left. I've got 4 kills, you know, I'm doing fairly well. I've got one of the better weapons, the alternator, and my go-to shotgun. So the gameplay in the background is pretty much why I want solos in this game. I cannot rely on my teammates, and I enjoy this game, you know. I enjoy the gameplay when I get in that one good team of randoms, which is about 1 in every maybe 50 games, and I'm not exaggerating. So yeah, the gameplay in the background is now, instead of me being aggressive and, you know, trying to kill people, I've got to play this game in such a negative manner to, you know, be able to, well, try to win. Obviously, if I run into people here and I try to be, you know, basically aggressive, I'm going to get absolutely nowhere. So now I'm just running around the outskirts of the map. I've actually got a good setup here. You know, if I had, you know, at least one of a teammate, I'd be thinking at this point, okay, we can actually, you know, get the W here. And at this point, I mean, you're thinking, right, okay, there's 4 squads left. I've got to make sure, you know, I stay out of the way. They take each other out. They get 1 squad at the end, which that is what happens. Spoiler alert there for you, sorry. I don't win the game, guys. You know, I lose in a 1v2 at the end. Can't really do anything. I nearly killed the first one, but then, you know, obviously they've got 2 people firing at me, and there's not really much I can do. And the only reason I'm making this video is because this game's got so much potential. You know, I enjoy playing it. But like I said, you know, the game, you know, needs solos. I just so hope they had solos in this game, because it'd probably be my favourite game. You know, if I was just dependent on my own ability and not the inability of, you know, when I go, you know, into parties and they just quit, you know, out of the game straight away. And this is what they need to do. It's like kind of, you know, Respawn Entertainment are very naive to, you know, player behaviour. Like Counter-Strike Global Offensive, for example, you know, they have timeouts, you know, for people who back out of games. Well, they should have timeouts, you know, in this game. If somebody backs out while their banner is still active, you know, so you can take it to a respawn point and get them to, you know, respawn back into the game. If they quit before that respawn banner disappears, they should, you know, get a time penalty. You know, maybe, you know, they can't go into a match-made game for, what, 5 minutes? Okay, first offence, they let you off, but then if you do it again within 24 hours, you get a 5-minute ban, 10-minute ban, you know, and therefore it escalates the more, you know, people do it. I don't just understand why. I just don't understand why they don't implement some of these basic features to make the game better. Like I said, you know, it isn't just me who thinks this. I know I did yesterday's video on this, but this is how I have to play the game. This is, you know, typically what happens to me. And I didn't have the footage yesterday, but now I have. You know, I've got 4 kills. You know, I've done pretty good at the beginning. I've got the loot I need, you know, to be competitive. And, you know, this is the game now for me. You know, if you're here and you're watching from Respawn Entertainment, you're one of the developers, this is basically how I have to play your game, because you don't put features in the game, or, you know, or make it better for solo players. Okay, if you're not going to add solos, at least make it so, you know, there's penalties there for, you know, people who just rage quit while, you know, there's still a chance to, you know, get them to, you know, respawn back into the game. So now we're on to 3 squads left. I'm here thinking, okay, I might actually have a chance here at this stage. You know, the alternator, I've got the, I can't remember what it is now, the thing what actually makes it do more damage to shields. One of the things you pick up. At this stage, I'm here thinking, right, okay, if I can, you know, take one of these out, they're fighting each other, at, you know, straight in front of me. I'm here thinking, right, okay, if I can just finish the fight off. But unfortunately for me, I think they managed to, you know, heal themselves up. I drop down in a minute. and obviously it doesn't end well. But, you know, this game, you know, it's got potential. It's just so frustrating to see that potential, you know, go to waste. I think the devs are, you know, kind of thinking that every game, you know, what everybody plays on this video game is like watching a Shroud game. You know, they think that that is kind of how this game, you know, gets played by everybody. So I'm about to drop down here, and unfortunately, I end up getting killed. I know my aim's not brilliant, guys, you know, I don't pretend to be a good player. You know, I can hold my own. You know, if it was 1v1 there, I had a chance, but obviously I've got, you know, about 77,000 people. The guy, as you can tell by his emblems, he's got, you know, he's fairly decent. He's only got 5 kills. It's a bit weird, you know, for those emblems, but I don't even know what the emblems are. That's something else they need to fix. And look at him here, go, yeah, I've won a game, Mum, I've won a game, get the camera, Mum. But yeah, you know, this is an example of what I was talking about yesterday. And here you go, guys, you can actually see, you know, the issue I'm talking about. You know, they get downed and then they just rage quit instantly. I do everything, they do nothing, they rage quit. Yeah, it's not a good look for it, guys, isn't it, really? It's not good. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, goodbye for now.